Hello everyone, this is my first video made specifically for YouTube. I'm going to talk about the ISTJ type, which is one of the 16 types of the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, which is MBTI. I recommend that you read about it first, but this will be like a quick intro of what might an ISTJ be. I'll go through some TV characters from some famous ISTJs which you see on TV so you can relate to them. The first one would be Dexter. Dexter is the most lovable ISTJ on TV. What you can notice about him is that he is very dependable. You know, you can depend on him to be the best employee, the best husband, the best father. He's very easygoing. Any ISTJ, I think, would be very uninterested in details, or in minor details that doesn't affect the bigger game. I mean, you know, they are not very picky about food, or about you know, what color is your car, or how big is your house. You know, they are more insisting on what matters and what makes you know, the important things, you know. ISTJs are likely to be experts at what they are doing. You know, they are, you know, like computer programmers. They want to be the best computer programmers there is. You know, if they are killers like Dexter, they would probably be the best killer you will never know about. So they are most likely to be experts at what they are doing. They are thorough. ISTJs are very thorough, and they are very, you know, they are very, they have attention to detail, what they call. And they are very effective. ISTJs, you know, give them a job and they will do it the best way they can and the best way they know, and they will try to improve the way that they are doing their job. Simply because they are perfectionists. They like to do the best job there is, or the best thing that they can offer. They are very righteous, which means that they have a very keen sense of right and wrong. An ISTJ has his own rules. They are not you know, like the society rules. No, they are more of his rules. You know, how he views the world. He has a T, which means that he has a thinking process that is unique to him. He doesn't really, you know, he's a traditional, so he doesn't have extreme thoughts, but he has his own code for what's right and what's wrong. An ISTJ is likely to be established, like Eric Foreman in House. He's likely to be, you know, like very competitive. He wants to be good at school. He wants to be good at his job. Actually, he's very likely to be the employee of the month, because he is very methodological. When it comes to job, he likes to do it right, and he likes to be the best at it. ISTJs are reasonable. They don't really pay attention to the feelings much, meaning that they are not touchy-feely. They are more like, if I do this, they don't care if someone gets hurt as much as they care if the job gets done right. They are intelligent. Most ISTJs are. They like to be unique, therefore they like to educate themselves. They like to separate themselves from everyone else. They are calm, which means that they don't speak unless they really need to. You know, the proverb that if speech is, you know, from ivory or something. Anyways, so calmness is really from gold. For an ISTJ, they are mostly gentle. They don't like to be harsh on people. I mean, unless they really need to, because they are sometimes bossy. They can be bossy if they are, you know, in position of power. They don't really care about what other people think about them. They really just want to do their job right. They're introverted, needless to say. It comes from the I in the ISTJ. They're brief, which means that if the minimum amount of words that can come out is the amount of word that exactly they will say. They're sarcastic, which means that sometimes they have had a very good sense of humor. They can crack jokes sometimes. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're not. They're just like Jack in Lost. Like if there's something right and there's something wrong, there's nothing in the middle. You go right, straight to the right thing. They are administrative, which means that they most of the time find themselves in the position of power. Why? Because people trust them to do their job, so they assign them to lead. They are careful, which means that they won't make a decision unless they know that it's the right decision. They are kind, which means that they don't really want to bother anyone unless it's very necessary for the job to be done, that people around them to be pissed off. But they really tend to be kind and be they like to be liked by people rather than hated by them. ISTJs are loners most of the time. They don't really like to mingle with people. They don't like to go out and sit with friends a lot. I mean, they have very few friends, like 2 or 3 friends that they can trust and they can talk with. They have similar interests, but other than that, they just like to spend time alone with their interests. If a computer programmer, he'll probably spend 8 to 10 hours a day programming or something. ISTJs are uneasy when it comes to emotions. They have emotions. They are not made of stone, of course, but they don't express them. They keep them inside. They accumulate them, and they are more likely to blow up someday. But even when they do, they will be probably alone. They will cry. They will beat the wall. I mean, they will do crazy things, but they won't show you what they are feeling. They are kind-hearted. ISTJs are kind-hearted mostly. That doesn't mean that you won't find bad ISTJs, unhealthy as they call them, but most of them are kind-hearted. They want the good of the society. They want the good of the institutions that they work in. They are entertaining, which means they can crack jokes. They can be nice. They are modest, which means that they don't really care about appearances. They wouldn't want to be flashy and in the spotlight. No, they want to be in the shadows, unnoticed. They are very organized. That comes from the J, the judger, which means that he always judges people. But it also means that he is judging of himself. He wants to be organized. He doesn't want everything. He wants everything to be in order and not chaotic. So that's the J. They are nostalgic, which means that they really like settling. They don't like change much. They like what it is. They like what was, but they are not too fond of what will be, unless it is more of the same of what is and what was. They are not very fond of change. They can adapt, but when they do, they want really to be stable. They don't want to change the climate much. They are keen, which means that they can notice things that other people will probably not notice. because they really sense the world around them within their five senses. That comes from the S, whereas the N are more imaginative, the S are more down to earth and more realistic and practical. ISTJs are nerdy, which means that you know, they, because of their introvertness, they are likely to spend their time alone, and thus, well, nerdy. You see the glasses. That's a sign that you have spotted an I, and well, old-fashioned. That can be said about ISTJs too, because they really don't like change. They like proven methods. They don't like new things unless they are very proven to work. They're accurate, which means that they won't say anything unless they know that it's right. They're headstrong, which means that when they are right, no one can tell them that they're wrong. I mean, they can tell them that they're wrong, but they would be wrong because they're right, you know. Anyways, so ISTJs are also structured, which means that they like order, as we mentioned. They're able, which means that if they want to do something, they will do it, no matter what. They are yielding, which means they really need to find an outcome to their work, you know. They won't just do any work, no, they will do some work that they know that good will come of it. For the society, for themselves, for everyone. They're independent, which means that they don't really like to be dependent on someone else. They like to, you know, do the job alone most of the time. They are decisive, which means that they can make decisions easily. You know, some types can't really make decisions, or find it very difficult. Whereas ISTJs have rules, and these rules and experience that they have and have gathered from their senses will come in handy to assist them in making the decisions that need to be made. That's about it, guys. I hope you liked it. Be kind in the comments if there are any, and thank you very much.